over me. While I'm head first in this water, trying not to sink. Barely swimming, but see millions there on fleek. Before you blink, what you think? Diamonds in the link. Shining like a race, whipping with the high beam. Quick trip to test it, trying to catch the lead.
Alright, yeah, we here again with another motherfucking episode of the Inner Hustle interview with that motherfucking boy, JBoy the motherfucking Hustleman, JBoy the Don, JBoy the motherfucking king of everything around this motherfucker. Go play with him. What's up, brother?
Man, what's going on? What's the damn deal? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Mag the Hustleman?
You already know, man. You know how we do it,
That's
man.
right, Hustleman.
Yeah, man. Tell these people about yourself, man.
Man, I mean, shit, I'm a DJ, just likes to play independent music, make sure independent music get heard. I'm just, a humble ass dude, just getting it where I fit in. It's simple,
So you for the people.
I'm for the people. I'm the people's champ.
The people,
you know what I'm saying? For the artists, I'm the people's champ.
Don't
you know what I'm saying? I'm the one to spin their music. I'm the one to break their records. I'm going to spin it on the radio. I spin it at the club. It don't matter where I'm at. Bar mitzvah, the parade, whatever that. I'm going to spin their music most definitely. Especially if it's super tight, it's going to get spun.
For real, man. So what you saying? They need to send their music to you.
I mean, always.
Where they send it to?
Always, every week, every day.
Where they send it?
thirdcoastsubmission.com. thirdcoastsubmission.com.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com. thirdcoastsubmission@gmail.com.
Get it right now. Get it right
my
now.
My fault. thirdcoastsubmission@gmail.com.
Hell yeah. So, man, look, how long you been doing this shit, bro?
Doing which part?
Like, music, period.
Music, period?
Take me down yonder, man. Take me the build up, man.
Alright, I've always...
Lil JBoy. We at Lil JBoy. Now, we at Lil JBoy. We ain't even at JBoy yet.
Right, so
JBoy
like
wasn't even thought about this. This just my boy John. What you used to listen to?
Okay. Look, I started doing music and everything way at the early age, like 3, 4, 5. My first time on stage, I was 3 years old and stuff like that. I've always been on stage in choir, shows, something. My mother was in the church, so church always had their little church events and stuff like that. As far as hip-hop goes, rap music, man, as soon as I hit like 1979, around that time frame, man, it just hit me, boom. I came back from the States, from the Philippines. My dad was in the military, so we traveled a lot. I came back to the States right here, in Biloxi, Mississippi, and hip-hop just hit my ear, boom, it was on from then. I'm talking about, cardboards, breakdancing, fat laces, the whole 9 yards from the beginning. And then from there, my journey through my culture of hip-hop, just carried on through the rest of my life to where I'm at now.
Cookie, you see what it is to do? Yeah, man.
So, I've had a lot of journeys through the hip-hop period and stuff like that. Like I said, I was a little breakdancer and stuff when it first came out. 6, 7 years old, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, you know what I mean? After that, I just became, I guess you could say, an eclector. I collected just music, because hip-hop was brand new, and it was young, and there wasn't so many artists, wasn't saturated like it is nowadays. There was, maybe, 20, 30 artists, but they all sounded different and stuff like that. So hip-hop was just its prime. It was beautiful. So all through that time period, and then, I had went into the military. And, when I was in the military, I really couldn't do too much, whatever, and I saw these little cats, they was rapping and stuff like that, we're in Europe and everything. I was like, all right, that's cool. And, I came back to the States from Europe, and I hooked up with one of my homeboys, Gat. G-A-T, what up, Gat? Shout out Bastrop, Louisiana. And they were rappers, and they were artists. And they used to sit in the living room. We were roommates and stuff, sitting in the living room. They'd be rapping. He's like, man, it's your time. So they handed me the source, and I just started rapping with him. And it just like, boom, 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 started being a rapper. All through the 90s and all that kind of stuff. Then I had kids and everything. I had to chill out. I was a single parent. Shout out to single parents, shout out to single dads out there raising their kids. Single parent had to focus on, my kids and my life and stuff like that until they became teenagers and they were more self-sufficient. And then we started Hustleman Live Radio. And shit, Hustleman Live Radio was like a fucking rocket and shit. Shout out Mag the Hustleman for starting out Hustleman Live Radio. This is the way it happened. I came in here a couple times with a dude named Wicked. My day one, shout out T-Lo G. My day one son, his name was Wicked. He was an artist. He brought me over here to the studio a couple times. And that's how I met Mag. Just chopping it up or whatever and shit like that. I was listening to the songs, we was vibing. He said, hey, let's do this little show, we kind of started, let's do Facebook and we play all the artists and we record here and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, shit, fuck it. So I came in. We was in the other studio. It's small, it's kind of narrow and everything. So he'd be at the computer like this playing the songs, and I'd be behind him. I was about, 8, 9 years ago. I was younger then. And I'm back there cutting up. Y'all see me cutting up on Hustleman Live Radio, but I was standing up cutting up the whole time. And it just turned up, picked up. And the studio started getting real busy. So man, I had to start recording all the time. I just started doing Hustleman Live Radio by myself, and I just took it to the next level, and just radio stations started picking us up, and clubs wanted us to come do stuff, showcases and everything like that. And at first, I wasn't no turntable DJ. I was just radio DJ for what? I don't know how many years was I radio DJ first for? Probably about 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Just radio, which it's cool. It's different. It still has the same different challenges, but it ain't the same as a turntable. And I was doing showcases. And I can't do that shit with just a laptop and just play their music next, play their music next. I couldn't do that shit, so I picked up some turntables or whatever. And shout out my first gig to DJ Muhammad. DJ Muhammad gave me my first DJ gig. And, from there, the turntables picked up, and I started mastering that, and boom, 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 boom. It's just going up, 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 up. I don't know. It's an explosion. Shout out Queen Cookie for helping that.
Yeah. Look, when you were young, bro, who you used to listen to, man?
Shit. When in the beginning, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, you got your Big Daddy Kane, Rakim. Them were some of my favorites and like that. And then right after, that time frame, I started listening to NWA Ghetto Boys is my favorite. Gangsta Nip, Seagram, stuff like that. That's, I guess you could say that dark rap or whatever, but I loved all the Ghetto Boys and all that kind of stuff. That was like some of my favorites right there. That was always Dayton Family, always in my Walkman.
I remember Dayton Family. Ain't that bootleg and shoestring?
Yeah, bootleg and shoestring, hell yeah.
Yeah, well, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
FBI.
For real. So, what was do you remember the first song you ever dropped?
Yes. The first song I ever dropped was in San Antonio with this dude named Rich Weber. Shout out Rich Weber. He was a friend of what's old boy that was a Master P DJ.
Manny Fresh?
No, not Manny Fresh. That's Cash Money.
Oh. KLC?
KLC. He was friends with KLC. They grew up and went to high school together and all that kind of shit, and they produced together and stuff like that. Anyway, I dropped it to his shit. My first song was called Black Rain. And I had my son Donovan. He did the hook in that motherfucker and shit.
That's right.
That was my first song, Black Rain. It's still a tight song. I mean, that was years ago. That was like 90, maybe 4, 5, something like that. So I mean, except for that time period, but it's still a tight song. Shit, fuck.
Shit. So you got a lot of stuff out now, like personal songs.
I mean, I got a good amount of songs out. Some of them, now I go back and I'm like, I wish I could have done better, this and that. But of course, that's growth through time. But I mean, I got a decent amount of songs, for not really trying to push myself and go mainstream and be a mainstream artist, just to have, some art out there, some way to express myself. I got probably about a good 20, 25 songs out there and stuff, I'm about to push one right now I'm doing called Breaking Through with me and King Duke. Shout out King Duke.
Mm-hmm.
We finna drop that here in the next couple months and stuff. That's gonna be real tight. So I'm not like dropping songs to like be no star. That ain't my thing, what I'm saying? Plus, I'm 51 years old. Anybody trying to find no 51-year-old rapper? You know what I'm saying? That's part of the reason we started doing Hustleman Live Radio and start DJing too.
Hey, but shit, though, look, motherfucking old boy just won the Grammy.
Oh yeah, that dude Jelly Roll, right?
Yeah, Jelly Roll did something, but Killer Mike just won.
Yeah, Killer Mike.
Motherfucker did the dude Boss Man D-Lo, he old.
Yeah.
He got the #1 song out, bro. Shit, it ain't about the age, it's just a song,
yeah,
bro.
I ain't trying to do that no more. I'd rather DJ and let these other artists be heard, There's 1,100,000 artists, independent artists. Like I said, the rap game is saturated. But down here on the coast and stuff, we have the tightest artists, on the road. I'm real musical and stuff. I come from a musical background. My dad knew how to play like 17 instruments. My uncle was conductor for the Ohio State University. My grandfather was played in the Glenn Miller band. So I always had, long musical history. So I like music, and, Mississippi artists, they have a certain music that's different from the rest of the world. They talking about, you know, Mississippi don't got their own sound. They do. It's just that it's so saturated, whatever, with the rest of the mainstream, that it's not being heard the way it is. It's being took, you know what I'm saying? They're using it for themselves. But Mississippi artists, you know what I'm saying, they rap, you know, everything is about music. Even when they rap it, they spit and stuff like that. And, you know, that's what's strong about Mississippi. You know, and I heard you ask, you know, Queen Cookie about why it's so hard for Mississippi artists down here to make it. And it ain't because this, that, whatever type. Bro, it's economics. Period. It's money. It ain't no other way, situation, way, shape, or form. Check it out. Mississippi's population is spread wide across. You go, let's say, for example, Detroit. Detroit got 1 million people in, you know, area versus the size of Gulfport. You know, between where we live at and Biloxi, it's like 180,000 people. Our population is spread out. Hence, not a lot of money in one concentrated area. 2, a lot of Mississippi artists, a lot of Mississippi people, you know, we don't have $100,000, $1 million. $100 to us is like $1,000 to someone like in Detroit and shit like that. So if you have one person with $100 down here on the coast, it's super tight, or you go to Detroit and you got 10 people with $1,000, it's super tight, you're going to stay in Detroit.
I feel you.
It's economics. That's all. And what it would take to make something happen, someone with money that was super tight, that made the whole coast support them and fall into them, you know what I'm saying? And everybody from the coast love that person and support that person, and that person have bread, then they would blow up. Other than that, man, it's going to be where it is. We got to go somewhere else, which ain't no problem with me because I like to travel shit.
So basically what you're saying is you got to get your money up, because in them other cities, the people that's blowing be the motherfuckers that got the money. Because, you know, they be either, you know what I'm saying, doughboys or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they got money to put behind themselves. So, shit, I feel you. So, y'all hear that, man? Y'all get y'all money up.
I mean, it's simple. It don't matter how tight you are, how fire you are, you got to have money and you got no business. Any major label, major rap artist, I don't care who they are, from all the way from Curtis Blow to Jeezy to, you know, Sexy Red. It's all about that business. It's 90% business, 10%, you know, art and shit. That's why you hear 100,000 motherfuckers that sound the same shit. Even if they famous, they sound like each other and shit. It's money and business. That's it, period. Who can be marketed the best?
Correct.